event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from Indy. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice. And now a really manageable second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the lines of gain. This is going to be 4th down now.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Trying on 4th down. Here's Hurts. Throw is caught by the back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the... they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Ashton Doolin now to return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard
line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down, and they go right back to him. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go.
To the air on third and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So fourth down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. On fourth down, it's Jones. Down the field, he's got Pierce. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Bigsby with the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Oh, touch. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Hurts now from the gun. Taps it off to Barkley, complete. Space on the right, he's got room. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Doolin. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Bigsby with the return. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Hey, I know we all wanted to see him finish that score. His teammates certainly did as he was rolling down the field. But this offense will tip the cap and say thank you kindly and try to go finish the touchdown off themselves.
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
On the return, here's Doolin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Now Jones. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Jones now on third down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right. Buying time before throwing it up. But not this time. And as the defense steps in front of that one, probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion, the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket rolls, right? Tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day. This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Hurts to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's brought down at the line.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it on third and 9. Here he goes, third and long. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Elliott connects there, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, unlike we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Jones. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Moving quickly, trying to get sent. Jones looking to throw. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Colts first down.
They'll try and punch it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only a couple there, but still in good shape. Only 3 yards to go here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Taylor can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd
and goal for Jones. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts reduce the lead to just 4. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Sent to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
180, 180.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. They go to Barkley again. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Here we go, shot.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Escapes the pocket. Wide open, downfield, got it! And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Taylor gets it on first and 10. Take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts make it a one-score game before halftime. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And in motion, out of the slot. On first down, Hurts. Dump off caught by his back. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in a hurry up here.
Second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. Looking to throw on third and 1. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Hurts now on fourth. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Keely Ringo on the coverage.
Looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Adoree Jackson makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On the return, here's Doolin. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Jones. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. First and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Hurts now from the gun. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now.
Taylor again. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They go again with Taylor. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Jones. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Jones trying again now on 2nd and 10. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
The kicker on for the point after.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead.
34.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Bigsby with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. And get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
It's a gain of 10.
Hurts on first down. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
First and 10 from the 43. Running is Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to roam. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They toss it right. Ooh, yikes. That 2-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt.
Colts 35.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
On the return, here's Doolin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Pistol
12.
now for Jones.
At the 24-yard line.
Warren brings this one in on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Has it down close. And he's gonna be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 52 yards.
And dose of the hurry up here.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he fakes the spike. On the move, headed right. And the fake spike works. They fool the defense, and he reaches the end zone for a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Bigsby with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They run it with Saquon. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Flying forward on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
46, 41.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Doolin. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, Taylor Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Go.
Jones. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 19-yard line.
Here's Jones. Going with a screen to Taylor. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Cardinal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. They did it! He made the interception! Nick Cross has it. He brushed him off with ease. And the Colts have some new life in the 4th.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team your...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a...
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 46.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
He'll throw it. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's complete to Goddard. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs, instead, they pick up the first. Hurts yet again. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All right, here we go. 2nd down. It's Hurts once again. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Eagles trail by a field goal. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
To throw. Sends this to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And they're going to stay in chase mode down by 3.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
No gain on the play.
They're going to pass it here. Finds him on the slant. On the move, past the 40. Escapes the defender. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Taylor now up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And it is a 1st down for the Colts, and they can go ahead now and breathe easy. They're going to win this ball game.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A give left side to Taylor. And a parting shot delivered on that tackle, but doesn't matter. That's the end of this game. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.